Hello again, my name's Gabe Zollner. Just read an interesting article on CBS News. I'll attach the link. I'll provide you with the highlights, but please do open the link because there's some interesting video there as well. This was dated the 21st of September 2016, which happens to be today. Protests turned violent after police fatal shooting in Charlotte. Charlotte, North Carolina. A black police officer shot an armed black man at an apartment complex Tuesday, authorities said, prompting angry street protests late into the night and well into the early morning hours. The man's family disputes the police account, reports CBS Charlotte affiliate WB-TV. The Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department tweeted that demonstrators were destroying marked police vehicles and that approximately 12 officers had been injured, including one who was hit in the face with a rock. WB-TV said 7 officers and a civilian were brought to an area hospital. Water bottles were also thrown. Television coverage shows police firing tear gas to break up the crowd. Arrests were kept to a minimum, the station said. Early Wednesday, protesters made their way to Interstate 85 and began throwing rocks at passing traffic, prompting police to close the highway, WB-TV tweeted. Black Lives Matter, huh? Later, WB-TV tweeted that police officers formed a line enabling traffic to get by. The road reopened and protesters moved to another location. Then came word that a Walmart had been damaged by demonstrators. Well, what I saw on the news, on the TV, not only did they damage the Walmart, they took it over. They do what they do whenever they have an opportunity to go shopping. That's their way of shopping. Any kind of upset situation will have them go shopping. They throw bricks through windows. They take what they want. It has nothing to do with the event. Any excuse will do. They've proven that over and over and over again. When I say they, you know who I'm referring to. Charlotte police went to the apartment complex about 4 p.m. looking for a suspect with an outstanding warrant when they saw the man. Not the suspect they were looking for inside a car, department spokesman Keith Tritley said in a statement. Officers saw the man get out of the car with a gun and then get back in. Tritley said when officers approached the man, exited the car with the gun again. At that point, officers deemed the man a threat and at least one fired a weapon, he said. The man, identified as 43-year-old Keith Lamont Scott, was taken to Carolina's medical center and pronounced dead. Officer Brentley Vizen, who shot Scott, had been placed on administrative leave, which is standard procedure in such cases. Vincent has been with the department for 2 years. Why would they identify the woman officer at this point? Her life will have been destroyed. There's no reason to have identified her at this point. None. Detectives recovered a firearm at the scene and were interviewing witnesses, Tritley said. Be interesting to see who that firearm was registered to, if it was registered at all. CMPD Chief Kerry Puntley told reporters it's uncertain whether there was a connection between a suspect police had been seeking and Scott, WB-TV said. A woman claiming to be Scott's daughter live streamed the scene on Facebook for more than an hour after the shooting, the station said. In the video, she said her father was unarmed when he was shot. She said Scott was sitting in his vehicle reading a book and waiting for the school bus to drop off his son in the video. She is heard saying police came up to him, yelled for him to get his hands up, and broke open the car window. She claims he was tasered and shot 4 times in the video. She said her father was disabled, didn't have a gun, and was even scared of them. A woman who identified herself as Scott's sister was also at the scene. She also said her brother didn't have a gun. WBTV tweeted about it. Police blocked access to the area, which is about a mile from the campus of the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. The protesters gathered after the shooting. Now, what's interesting is that this apparently wasn't the only event that took place that evening. In Tulsa, hundreds of people rallied outside police headquarters, calling for the firing of police officer Betty Shelby. Again, another officer was identified, who shot 40-year-old Terrence Croucher on Friday in a confrontation that was captured on police dashcam and helicopter video. Shelby's attorney had said Croucher was not following the officer's commands and that Shelby was concerned because he kept reaching for his pocket as he was carrying a weapon. An attorney representing Croucher's family said Croucher committed no crime and gave officers no reason to shoot him. Local and federal investigations into the shootings are ongoing. All right, so what do you expect these officers to do, huh? I mean, what do you expect them to do? Should they just turn the other way when crimes are committed? And again, I think it's wrong that the officers' names were identified. Their lives are in danger, and at the minimum, their lives will be destroyed. Just for doing their jobs. Cops don't wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to go hunting. And these black savages, which is what they are, throwing rocks, destroying police property, breaking into Walmart or whatever else they broke into, any excuse will do. They don't care what it is. Again, that's their way of shopping. Black Lives Matter, huh? To whom? The majority of people incarcerated in this country are blacks. Yeah, see some kind of a connection there? I do. Thanks for listening. I'm sure we'll have more black unrest. You think not? Well, you're entitled to your own opinion, as I am to mine.